All right, let's go over to CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi for another big story coming out of the White House, some economic threads tied to President Trump. She joins us now from the Washington Bureau. Olivia, good to see you. The president announced a new partnership with Pfizer to sell its medication through Medicaid at lower prices. So what can you tell us about this deal and how it all came to be?
Hi, Tom. It's good to see you. Well, this deal actually came about starting back in May. The president signed this executive order asking pharmaceutical companies to voluntarily lower their prices. This is part of the, quote, most favored nation pricing deal. The president often arguing that other countries pay significantly lower for pharmaceuticals, saying that why don't we have that here in the U.S.? Well, he signed this executive order back in May directing these companies to voluntarily lower their prices or face some consequences. That deadline for those voluntary agreements was on Monday, and it seems that Pfizer reached a deal with this administration. Take a listen to how President Trump characterized it just a short while ago in the Oval Office.
Pfizer is committing, as will other drug companies as we go through the weeks. But Pfizer is truly one of the biggest in the world and one of the greatest in the world. Today, Pfizer is committing to offer all of their prescription medications to Medicaid, and it will be at the most favored nation's prices. It's going to have a huge impact on bringing Medicaid costs down like nothing else.
Now, in response to a question from our Weijia Zhang, the president said that these prices will be reflected immediately, and they're expecting more deals to happen with other pharmaceutical companies that should be announced in the coming weeks and days.
Olivia, I want to change gears here and talk about another announcement from the president. He announced new tariffs on softwood, timber, and lumber, along with a 25% tariff on certain upholstered wooden products. This decision, of course, follows him saying he will be imposing 100% tariffs on foreign-made films. These are wide-reaching tariffs, kind of all over the place. What's driving these decisions, and do we know if or when they'll take effect?
Well, this is part of the administration's sweeping tariff agenda. No longer are they tariffing just countries in an effort to get them to acquiesce, but now they're doing it to specific industries. Not only have we heard it about Hollywood, but we have heard it about the trucking industry, and now he's taking aim at lumber, timber, upholstered items. So who does that impact specifically? Canada, who is one of the largest importers to the U.S. of some softwood timber. But who's going to pay the price is Americans, specifically Americans who are perhaps looking to update their kitchens, buy new furniture, thinking into the holidays, people who are perhaps taking advantage of late Labor Day deals or early Christmas deals about their furniture. So those prices are expected to rather go up as a result of these tariffs.
Yep, Olivia, as you say, it all boils down to the consumer. We appreciate your analysis. Thanks for coming on.